Good day, everyone. This is Percy, the market guru, or Percy FX guru. Doesn't matter which one, I'm still the same guru. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So excited, so excited. This is my first installment of my educational video I'm going to be taking out. So I'm so excited about this one. It's going to be amazing, it's going to be awesome. Um, So, just a disclaimer before we start, this is not financial advice. This is just me teaching. I'm not telling you what to do with your money whatsoever. I'm just teaching, and that's it. I don't have any courses or whatsoever out there or whatever, whatever. Nope. I don't have that. I'm just teaching here on YouTube for free. So, without further ado, let's get straight into it. So, I'm just going to list things that I find important when coming to trading, and then we're going to get into those things as we are going along with the video. So the first thing that I find important is time. Time is important, guys. That's why you only trade 5 days a week. That's why you only trade 5 days a week. Time is important. And even during those days of the week, you trade at specific times. You don't just trade at any time. There's no trader that just trade. There's no successful trader. Let me put it like that. There's no successful trader that just trades at any time. To find consistency, you have to be consistent in time. Okay, and then under this, the category of time is trading session. Trading session. Trading session is what's gonna, or sessions, it's gonna help you. It's what's gonna help you have a framework around your trade setup. Basically, it's gonna help you figure out which direction of the market is the market going. Which direction is the market going, basically. So trading session. And then under the category of time is market opening. Market opening. These are the terms that I'm going to be using during the video, so bear with me. Market opening. Then the second one, sorry about that. The second one is price. Price action, price, doesn't matter. Same thing. Understanding price, understanding how the market move, understanding higher high, higher lows, how do those come about, how do they form, all those type of things. That's important as well. You need to understand that, because this video is not for people that just started, or traders just started now. For beginners, not for beginners. This one is for intermediate to experts. So price is important. Price is important. But the first one is time, then price. And then the third one that I'm gonna put in there, I don't know if I should say a third one, but I'm just gonna say a third one. I'm just gonna say $1. And then maybe most will be like, oh, what do you mean $1? It's because the dollar is the reserve currency. It's the reserve currency. It's like almost every currency is based on the dollar. You get me? So the dollar is important, which means all the framework we use based on the dollar, or let me just say the dollar system. The dollar, we're basically using the dollar because every currency is compared to the dollar. So keep all these things that I mentioned in mind, and then now let me get into the video and explain why and show you how all these things that I just mentioned now come together. So we're looking at a US Tech weekly one chart. US Tech is NASDAQ, NAS 100, NAS, can call it whatever, it's still the same thing. So looking at I'm just going to refer to it as a NAS throughout the video. So I'm looking at NAS, right? So this is my approach to the market. It's a Sunday. This is my approach to the market. So the first thing I do, I look at the weekly. I look at the weekly time frame. So what I look for on the weekly time frame, I look for the nearest high or low that the market can get to. So this is my nearest high. and this is my nearest low. Let me just change the color of this to green. So this is my nearest high, this is my nearest low. Even though it's further, but it's the nearest low. Reason why? Because this low here is lower than this one, which makes this my nearest low. Same thing here. This is my nearest high, this is my highest high. So this is my range, right? So I'm within the range on a weekly time frame. Okay, so this is the first thing I look at: my nearest high and my nearest low. So which means my trades are gonna come out within this range. So that's where I'm gonna be looking for entries to get to this high or this low, because the market moves in a way to get people into the market. Like the market has to get people into the market all the time. So where are the most likely places to get people into the market? Is through here on the highs, old lows. That's where the market gets people involved, or traders, or this big, whatever they call them, banks, whatever, into the market. This is where they get involved with the market during those significant highs and significant lows. Okay, so now I'm gonna dive into a smaller time frame, daily time frame. Then I'm gonna shrink this a bit. Just move it a bit. So looking at the daily, the high is still significant. And then on the daily, we have a low here. We have a low there. So what I do is I'm gonna put another line there as well. I'm gonna put another line here. This is my nearest daily low, basically. This is my nearest daily low. So what I'm doing is I'm building a framework around my approach to the upcoming week. So it's like I'm trying to build a framework or a forecast into how next week's trading is gonna look like. Okay. So now we have our daily low. So now I'm gonna dive into a lower time frame. I'm gonna use 4 hours. And then if you look at the 4 hours, it it the low of the day and the 4 hours is the same low. Same low here. It's the same low. So if it's like this, what I do usually, I just go into a smaller time frame, like 1 hour. This is where I'm gonna be basing all my all my trading. This is what I'm gonna be looking at the most. This is the time frame that I'll be looking at the most. Let me just put it like that. This is the time frame that I'll be looking at the most. Um, Besides 15, 5 minute, or maybe 1 minute. But 1 hour is one of the time frame that I'll be looking at the most. So I'm gonna explain, or I'm gonna teach based on this week here. Okay. Let me just put a line so that we can see where we're starting off. Based on this week. Let me just do this. So I'm gonna teach based on this week here. This week here. So that you understand what is it that I want to teach you guys. So we're gonna start on a Monday. So let's go to 1 hour time frame. So this is hindsight, guys. Don't forget that. This is hindsight. This is hindsight. So let me just remove this line for now. So this is hindsight. So I'm teaching based on which week? On this week, right? On this week. So this week hasn't happened yet. This week hasn't happened yet. So which means basically we're on this week now. It's a Sunday, we're on this week. It's a Sunday. I'm looking at the market for next week, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to a weekly time frame. Um, Zoom in a little bit there, and then let me do this. Let me remove this. Let me remove this. Let me remove this. So this week hasn't happened yet. We're on this week, right? This is hindsight. I'm trying to teach you guys something here. Okay. So this week hasn't happened yet. And then we are looking at this week. Let me do this, see if I can do this. Yeah, let me just do this. So this week hasn't happened yet, right? This week hasn't happened yet. And now we're on this week. Now we're on this one. So my approach, remember what I said, right? My approach is that, let me do this quickly. I hope I don't, oh, sorry about that. So my approach on a Sunday is this. A new week is coming, right? So what am I gonna do? A new week is coming. A new week is gonna come here. So what I do is I have to mark my nearest high on a weekly, which is gonna be this one, and my nearest low, which is gonna be this one, right? Remember, the candles here. It's not. It hasn't happened yet. So I mark my nearest high and my nearest low. So based on this high and this low here, where is the market more likely to get to? Like looking at this, where is the market more likely to get to? It's more likely to get to this high here, to this high here, because it's closer. It's closer. This one is further. The low down this is further. So it's more likely to get to this. So when the week starts here, when the opening starts of the week, okay, we're gonna zoom in now. When it opens, we're gonna zoom in now. Okay, let me remove everything. So remember, we have our high here, and we have our low here. So this is our, let me make this green. Green. So we have our high here, and we have our low here. So this hasn't happened yet. The market opens here for the new week. Okay, so let's zoom into daily. Let's go into a daily time frame. So looking at the daily, still the same thing. Go to 4 hours. So the week starts here. So this week hasn't happened yet. Don't forget, this week hasn't happened yet. So the market opening is here. Where is the high? The high is this green line here. The high is this green line here. The low is this red line there. So the week hasn't started yet. And then we have our opening of the week. The week starts off. Okay, I'm gonna go to a lower time frame. I'm gonna go to 1 hour time frame. I'm gonna go to 1 hour time frame, so that for better visuals. Okay, let me just, before I do that. So I'm gonna go to 1 hour time frame for better visuals. So where's our target? Our target is this green line here. That's the weekly high, right? Then our weekly low is down there, down there. So trading week starts, right? Let me put a line there. Opening into the market. Trading week starts. This is a new trading week. Before I put this line there, let me first explain something. This is a new trading week. Starts here. Whenever you see a double line, there's a new trading week. So a new trading week starts here, right? So what I do is, on a new trading week, I already have a weekly target, right? So My bias is 80% buy or 90% buy, or and then 30, 20, 10% sell. So it's a strong buy. So I'm gonna be looking for buy setups more than I'm looking for sell setups. I'm basically looking for buy setups. And then the same thing we did on a weekly, we can also do it on a hourly. By what? You look at the previous day's high, which was Friday. I'm looking at this one. I'm looking at this one. And the previous day's low, which is this one. That was on a Friday, right? So I put the same thing I did on a weekly. I put like this, put the line down there. Bear with me, guys. It's gonna all come together. It's gonna all come together. And then the Monday's trading starts, right? So this is my framework, right? I zoom out, zoom out. Let me zoom out so that you guys can see better. 4 hours, daily, weekly. Okay, let me go start on the weekly. So my weekly high is this one here, and my weekly low is this one here, right? So I'm trying to get to this level here, right? So now I zoom in, go to a smaller time frame. My weekly high, weekly low. Okay, get to 1 hour. And then I do the same thing on a daily low, previous daily high. So now the market opens here. It's in a range. It's in a range. This is the range. So what's the nearest high and what's the nearest low? This is the nearest high and this is the nearest low. Or you can say this, but this is like an intermediate low. I look for a daily instead of like a one in the middle. So this is where market is going to open, right? Yes. So the moment the market opens here, the nearest high that we are most likely to get to is this one. And the low is this one. So we have a high chance of getting to the high than the low. Okay. So now, this is where trading sessions come into play. This is now understanding trading sessions is very important. So on how to know which trading session or you are in, there's an app. Let me quickly go to that app. There's an app. Where's that app? There's the app. Market sessions. It shows me market sessions in details as well. It's a Sunday, so this app basically shows you when which market is opening at which time. You know, so as you can see, in 29 hours, the New York session, London 24 hours, and so forth and so on. Yeah. So the most important sessions that we're gonna be focusing on is the Asian session and the New York sessions. Those are the most important sessions that we're gonna be focusing on. So I'm gonna go to 15 minutes time frame, right? Then I'm gonna scroll all the way to the Monday's trading. So from the moment the Asian session starts, Asian session starts at 12 a.m.s, in the a.m.s basically. You can see the time down here. So that's when the Asian session starts. And then Asian session pushes for the next 5 hours into the New York session. This is where the New York session starts. This is where the New York session starts here on this line here. That's where the New York session. This is the Asian session. This is the New York session. So these are the sessions that I look at. These are the sessions that I look at when trading. So Asian session starts 5 hours earlier than the New York sessions. That's one thing you must always remember. So by this time here in US, it's 12 o'clock, right? By this time here, US, it's 12 o'clock, which means it's midnight. It's midnight time. It's 000 So after I mark this, this is where my opening is for the week. This is my weekly opening. Since it's a Monday, this is my weekly opening. This is my weekly opening. It's my daily and weekly opening. So let me just add some lines there. This is all complicated now, but trust me, it will all make sense. So I have my agent session opening. I have my New York session opening, right? So where does the New York agent session start? It starts here, right? And then it makes like this tiny range here, and then the New York session starts. So what I'm gonna do is, so that you guys see what I am talking about, I'm gonna drag out the range. The range. I wanna drag it out like this. I'll drag out the agent session range. Let me do this. I'm gonna drag out the agent session range. Oof, so now I have my agent session range. So during this range, right? During the agent session, during this range, the moment the New York session opens, 12 o'clock midnight, there's already a buildup of liquidity above and below this and this. There's already a buildup of liquidity. The moment the New York session opens, what's gonna happen is after the New York session opens, there's gonna be an attack on the Asian session's high or liquidity zone above, or there's gonna be an attack below. One of those. It can either be above or below. So what I do is I wait for one side to be taken out. In this case, this side was taken out. The moment the side is taken out, I sit on my hands. I know that after the upside liquidity has been taken out, there's a chance that the market will go for the downside liquidity. And this is the zone in which you must take your trades for a buy. You understand? So after the market has taken out the upside on the Asian, right? There's a high chance that it will take out the downside before going for a buy or continuing with the buy. You see that? I hope you guys can see what I'm trying to show you guys here. So this is the Monday's trading, right? This is Monday's trading. Let's go to Tuesday's trading. So that I want to explain it day by day so that you see, not just on one day. Not just on one day, on different days. So now we have a Tuesday, right? So this is my weekly opening. So I'm gonna make it thick. I'm gonna make the line thicker, like 2 pixels. Let me see, 3 pixels, so that is visible enough. Yes, I think this is nice. So Tuesday's trading comes through, and then we have what? We have Tuesday starting here. This is the where? This is the Asian session starting. 5 hours later, according to my chart, on your chart it might be different, but on my chart, this is how it is. 5 hours later, the New York session starts again. This is a Tuesday, guys. 5 hours later, New York session starts again. Where's the opening? This is the opening. Why did I take that line? Okay, let me take another line. Okay, let me use this line. Let me put it 1 pixel. 5 hours later, the market opens here. New York session. So I'm gonna do the same thing I did on Monday. I'm gonna highlight the session high, the range basically, the Asian session range. I wanna highlight the range so that you guys can see what is it that I'm trying to explain here. Bear with me. Okay, I think I got all the range. Let me see. So this is the Asian session range. This is the high, this is the low. So this is the range basically. That's the Asian session range. And then now, 5 hours later, here, the New York session starts. Now it's a New York opening. So immediately, let me go to a smaller time frame. 5 minutes. Now I gotta zoom. So the shaded area, it's the shaded area is the Asian session. So immediately the US session opens, it attacks the sell side of the Asian session. And then the market bounces off this opening here. If you see this opening here, that's an opening, that's a daily opening. So the chances that the market is gonna be playing or bouncing off that area are very, very high. Very, very high. So what happens is, right, the market trades down into the Asian session. And then look what happened after trading down to the Asian session. Goes above the Asian session. And then from that point on, goes below. Goes below. Bouncing off where? Bouncing off that weekly opening. And then buying, attacking what? Attacking that area, that liquidity on the weekly. Let me make this line thicker so that you can see it on the weekly, so that you can see what I'm talking about. Let me go to a weekly. This is the line we were talking about. That's the liquidity zone we were talking about. This attacking it. Attacking it. So Wednesday is trading, same thing. Gonna put a line there. Asian session. Then I'm gonna put a line where the New York session starts. And then I'm gonna drag out the line again. Drag out the the range of the agent range. I'll drag it out in real time, drag it out. And then we're gonna put a line on the opening of the New York session. And then you see what happens here on Wednesday. Immediately after the New York session opened, there was an attack on the sell side of the agent session. And then after that, there was an attack on the buy side of the agent session range. So then it was just playing above. Then immediately after taking out the range above, it also took out Tuesday's high here, here. Then after taking out the high, it went down, took out the low here. Oh, sorry. It went down and took out the low here, daily low. So can you guys see what I'm trying to show you guys? I know it's new to most people, but can you guys see what I'm trying to get to here? Can you guys see what I'm trying to get to here? I'm gonna leave this here. I'll continue later. I'll finish off the video because I see it's already 30 minutes into the video. So I will continue explaining this into more detail later. Just gonna, go over the video and see what is it that I left out. And guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, and click that notification bell because I'm gonna be uploading videos like this, explaining my approach with the market, how I see things with the market and those type of things. But I will continue with this later. Right now, I was just trying to show you how I see it, how I approach it. What do I look at when I go into the market? Thank you everyone for watching. Happy trading and good luck with your trading for the week. Sharp.